Hello YouTube, this is BlerdSciFiGamer. Welcome to Blerd Pokemon Plays, an archive of all of my Pokemon ROM hack development. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hey guys, so we are in Union Cave. X attack. Like I said, I like stockpiling these things so that I can sell them for money. ZUBAT. Always a ZUBAT. SANDSHREW. Yeah, and if you guys are new, you can find the new encounter tables in the description. So those will have all the updated encounter tables. So this hiker coming up, this is where Totodile is going to come in handy because I realized in my early game team so far, I don't have anything that can beat these ground Pokemon. So my level 6 Totodile with Water Gun is going to have to do it. Or at least weaken ONIX. And I did receive, some feedback about I do have usually a non-damaging move as the first move, and that's why I keep having to reorder them. And the reason being is when I was designing the game, I wanted it so when you encounter wild Pokemon or trainers earlier in the game, that they would they would keep more of their damaging moves up at the top. So that's why I did it. That was the rationale. So I know it's kind of, as a player, starting out early in the game, to have Leer or Growl as your first move, it's a little weird, but that was the design principle behind it. Zubat Supersonic keeps confusing your Pokemon. How about that? You could just run, buddy. Again, it's early in the game. I don't really have a lot of type diversity, so just relying on brute force. Flame Wheel, being an early move, helps a lot with this. And you'll see that once you start getting around between level 15 and level 20, that the stab moves start reaching more of the mid-tier. So instead of Thundershock, you're using Spark. Instead of Ember, there's going to be Flame Wheel. Instead of Powder Snow, there'll be Aurora Beam. All that stuff's going to happen around level 20, plus or minus maybe 5 levels or so, depending on the Pokemon. Okay, Larry. Easy work for Lamb Chops. Now, I don't remember if ONIX is on the main floor. ONIX is my next addition to my team, so I'm going down to the basement, and I'm going to catch an ONIX. ONIX is rather uncommon, but not exactly rare. And here we go. We have ONIX. So again, want to be careful not to knock ONIX out. It's concerned that another Ember might have knocked ONIX out. Some smoke screens. Just buy me some extra turns here. Because I think I mentioned before, in Pokemon Crystal, the catch rates with Pokeballs is annoyingly low. So I fully anticipate it's going to take a few Pokeballs to catch ONIX. Spend time here. Come on, Pokeballs. Let's go. There we go. Got ONIX. ONIX is, well, before we talk about ONIX, I'm going to nickname ONIX Virgil. For you sci-fi buffs, I am a huge sci-fi buff, aka BlerdSciFiGamer. Virgil is the almost fantasy-like fictional ship that is used in the movie The Core. It is shaped like a segmented snake. So it's actually Steelix that looks a lot like Virgil. So that's where the nickname is coming from. It has nothing to do with ONIX. ONIX is actually terrible. I don't like ONIX, but Steelix is a very, very useful Pokemon. One of my favorites in Gen 2. Just that Steel ground typing is great, and Steel type is just OP in general. This is me chickening out. I'm headed back to a Pokemon Center to heal. Well, not chickening out, I am, once again, trying to be conscious of money, because money is going to come into play in this game. You want to save your money because there's a lot of things you can do with money. Mainly, all the TMs can be purchased later in the game, and you're going to need them to beat the tougher trainers. Headed back to Route 32, and I'm fighting this youngster. Just realized I don't have anything that can beat a WOOPER. So we're going to have to see if WOOPER, just being weak, can fall to a couple flame wheels, and it looks like it can. Again, you're going to see more competitive battles a little bit later in the game. Right now I'm quite over leveled because I'm only running 2, now 3 fighters, but basically 2 fighters up until this point, so that's why I'm so over leveled here. I think there's an item up there, and I'm going to use this repel. I have 1 repel. I know I said I wouldn't use them, but these encounters are getting quite cumbersome. Okay, so I got all the trainers there. May as well heal at the Pokemon Center since I'm walking past it. As I was saying before, you want to make sure you have a lot of money before you get to the Elite Four, because you're going to need to stock up on a lot of potions. You're going to need to buy a lot of TMs. So save your money. I can't stress that enough in this ROM hack. You're going to need your money. Kilimanjaro is doing a pretty good job taking out this hiker. Haven't had to use Totodile. Which means I'm probably just going to dump Totodile off. Again, in this playthrough, I have no intention of using Totodile. I already have my team mapped out. I'm sure I will get to use Totodile in a future playthrough, so stay tuned. Last of the trainers, another fire breather. This time we're going to go with Lamb Chop so we can use our mid-tier stab move. That was actually a misclick. thought I was clicking Thunder Wave or Thunder Shock. But we got through it. I'm just picking up every item I can so that any items I don't use I could sell for money. I am not in a position to fight this hiker, so I'm going to try to avoid him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Welcome to Azalea Town. You know the routine. Heal up the squad. Then we can circle back and get that last guy. So I know I said I'm not going to be doing some grinding, but Virgil is only at level 8 and does not have any ground stab moves yet. So I am going to do some grinding after this battle to get Virgil, aka Onyx, up to where it can learn a ground stab move, because that's going to be helpful. Because Onyx is very weak, has very low attack. It's actually amazing how in Kanto it had no evolution. It was just Onyx. Like, the Mon is not good. Sorry to all the Onyx fans, but that's it so far, or that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.